Hi everyone, I received the September Bargain Bead Box yesterday, which was September 6th. So I was pretty surprised it came quite so early, because I don't think they usually even start mailing them till around the 7th. But anyway, this month it is called Misty Rose, and it says, inspired by the early autumn sunrise, this month's palette is composed of soft pinks with hints of mauve and red. Our centerpiece is a rose quartz go-go pendant, which is sort of a circle or an oval with a lopsided center opening, with coordinating rose quartz beads in multiple sizes. Tawny pink rhodonite and colorful assembled shell rounds add to the variety of pink tones, along with sparkling crystal, glass, and porcelain accents. Antique copper findings in classic floral round motifs complete the collection. And of course, then there's a coupon code valid through October 31st, and they have a contest on their Facebook page. So I'm going to move the bag, and let's open this. We have, of course, a pale pink organza bag. And I'm going to open this and get all the packages out. There are 19 of them. And the antique copper finish pewter alloy for the findings all say LF lead free, NF nickel free, CF cadmium free. Approximate retail value is $74 this time. So I'm going to open this, lay everything out, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone, I have everything laid out of the bags, and I'll go through it all with you. So we have 19 items again. Number one is a 15-inch strand, 6mm rose quartz round. These are smooth round beads, and they're mostly sort of translucent. This one's more milky. A couple of them are a little more milky, but most are translucent, and they appear to be pretty consistent. There's a couple that are smaller or bigger than others, but they're gemstones. That's to be expected, right? Then next, number two is a meter, which is about 39 inches of chain. It is 4 by 2.7mm steel jewelry chain, and of course it's the copper finish. It's sort of like a Rollo in that it's oval, but it's like every other one is facing the opposite direction. They don't call it a name like that, they just say steel jewelry chain. And then number three, approximately 7.5-inch strand of 8.5 by 5mm, 5 being this way, the width. Glass rondelle beads in icy pink. They're really pretty. They almost look like the milky rose quartz, right? They're really pretty, and they're even consistency. And then this one is a 7.5-inch strand of 10mm assembled shell and quote-unquote turquoise. It's sort of a green, and you can see that it's shell because look at that one there. It has, I don't know if you can see it with my lighting, but you see that? It has like a shell chatoyancy, if you will. They're different. I actually really like them. They're resin beads, assembled shell and turquoise quote-unquote resin beads. Anything that's assembled is probably, it could be actual gemstone ground up and put in resin, but it's usually always resin. Then we have a 10-piece 11.5mm pressed glass flower cap beads in milky pink. Now, I really like these. They're a little different than the check bell flowers because they're kind of flat on the inside. I don't know if you can see that. An interesting form. So they're flat. I don't know how they're going to fit on beads real good, but we'll see what we do with them. Maybe we won't use them as bead caps. I don't always with the bell flowers either, which was their intent on the check glass. Now this doesn't say these are check glass. These are probably Chinese glass, but they're pretty. I like them. I like them a lot. Okay, I'll see when I go to use them. The only thing I'm concerned about is that they're kind of flat, and now that one's more curved. Let me see. Let me see where that one is definitely flat across. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how they fit as a bead cap, and if they don't, I'll use them other ways. Okay, so then these are number 6, and I put a line under mine so I know that it was 6 versus 9 when I go forward to make things. These are called Go-Go Charms, 11.5 millimeter 10 piece, and they're in the antique copper, lead free, cadmium free. Does not say nickel free. But you see what I meant about Go-Go? It's sort of a lopsided placement of the opening in the bead, in the charm, I guess they're calling them. And they are double-sided. They're a little bit puffed rather than straight flat, if you will, I think. Yeah. And both sides. They're kind of cute. I like them. I like them. You could use them as a bead frame, but there's no hole. You'd have to wire wrap if you wanted to do that. I'm not sure how I'll use those yet. They're cute. Now, these I think we've had before. 2-piece, 26 by 21 millimeter floral round chandelier links. And they're one-sided. They have this on the back, so it's not ugly. They're a little bit indented on the back. If you wanted to, you could fill that with something and have this be the back, but I'll probably use it the way they are intended there. Number 8, 48 millimeter big floral cutout round medallion pendant, lead free, nickel free, cadmium free. About the same on both sides. It is definitely antique coppery looking. It's pretty. I don't usually go for the big metal medallions, but I do like this one. And you could do other things with it because of the hollowed out pattern, if you so choose. I don't know what I'll do with it yet. Okay, next is number 9. Again, I did the little line under the 9 on the bag. And these are bead caps, 9 millimeter, so they'll fit an 8 or 10 millimeter bead usually. Let's see if we can get up a little closer. There we go. And you get 24 pieces. I'm not going to count them. Now these next ones are beads. They're 11 by 10 millimeter ornate round coin spacer beads. I will tell you, they have some weight to them individually. You could use them for earrings, but I don't think I will because they feel a little heavy, and I don't. A lot of people can't wear or don't like to wear heavy earrings. They're really pretty though, and you get 10 of those, but they definitely have some weight to them. Oops, they're trying to escape. The next one is 8-inch strand, and one of mine is loose, so I'll leave it there. 6 millimeter tawny pink rhodonite round bead. So this is a gemstone. I believe I have some rhodonite in my stash. It's a cross between like a tan and a pink. That's why they call it tawny pink, I guess. But see, this one is more tan, and it usually has some black or brown in it. One sec. My apologies, that was a scam likely call, but I didn't want it ringing and buzzing the whole time. Okay, these are really interesting. They're small, 14-inch strand, 3 millimeter round glass beads, matte metallic peacock red. I think they're gorgeous. They're small, but they're gorgeous. 3 millimeter. Aren't they pretty? I love the coloring, the mix of colorings in that. So I'm going to have to do something fairly unique with that, I think. I don't know what yet. And then we have the 40 millimeter rose quartz go-go pendant. Smooth, flat on the back. And there's a tiny little chip right there. a lot of times I've just seen people wrap leather or chain and just wear it as a simple pendant. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but that's number 13. And then we have number 14 is a 10-piece strand, 10 millimeter frosted rose quartz. These feel cold to the touch for sure. They're really pretty. I'm not always a big fan of the frosted, but I do like them as accents in pieces sometimes. And yeah, I don't know. Pretty. Like that hot pink with it. Anyway, same with this, has hot pink with it too, number 1. Then the next thing is 12.5 millimeter 6-piece pearl pink porcelain round beads. These are okay. They're kind of plain, you know, they're porcelain. They're shiny. They're okay. I think they'll go good with the rhodonite. Yeah, they will, because they're sort of a tan pink also. So they'll go with the rhodonite. And then these are gorgeous too, and these are crystal rondelles, 3.5 by 3 millimeter crystal rondelle beads, pink jade / copper. So pretty and sparkly. So they're the same size, rough. Well, these are rondelles, these are rounds. And I don't know if I like them together, but I like them both separately. Pretty, pretty. And then we have something they don't usually give us. We usually get toggle class, but we have 5 sets of 24 by 11 millimeter hook and eye. So let's see. Yep, and that'll work just fine. I like hook and eye. They're easy, sort of easy to get on and off. This one goes on perfectly, and it seems like it would be pretty secure because it doesn't pull off super easy. So I like that. Okay, then we have 7.5 inch strand, 8 millimeter faceted rose quartz round beads. So these are sparkly and faceted, whereas these 6 millimeters, which are a little darker pink, are not faceted. They're smooth round. And these other ones are frosted. So we have 3 different rose quartzes besides the pendant. And we have 6 millimeter smooth, 8 millimeter faceted, and 10 millimeter, I think it was 10 millimeter, yeah, frosted rose quartz. I like rose quartz. It's pretty common. And then these are glass that look like rose quartz. Really pretty. Okay, only one more thing, everyone, and that is, it doesn't look like 100 pieces, but it says it's 100 pieces. It probably is. 4 millimeter steel spacer beads. They're just round spacer beads, antique copper finish, and this one just says nickel free. It does not say cadmium free. I'm glad they did it by pieces this time though, because usually they do it by grams, and I don't know if you can tell, but there's like pieces of something like plant material or whatever, and a broken jump ring in my bag as well. That's just from the warehouse, I'm sure. They have these in probably big buckets and scoop them out or something. But yeah, they're basic round spacer beads. And so I will make use of those. Yeah, I like the kit. I like the kit. I won't use everything together, because I don't necessarily think everything goes. Honestly, my favorites are the rhodonite, these unusual color of matte metallic peacock red 3 millimeter rounds. Actually, I love these rondelles with the copper and pink jade. And, well, actually, there's a lot of things. These are unique. I'm just not sure how they're going to work in designs. And, of course, all the rose quartz. And I actually like it all this month. I like everything, even the big medallion that I'm not a super big fan of. And it has a hole on either of the 4 clock sides, which makes it nice for hanging as a pendant like that, or you could put it like this and have things go off this way. So I like that a lot. And I really like these too. They're just a little heavy. I don't think I'll use them for earrings. I don't like heavy, like I said, earrings. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I know I have been absent a lot. I mentioned in my last video, I have had a lot of things going wrong in my house, and I've had to have repairs, and then the repairs go wrong, and I end up having to get new things, and then they won't deliver them right. It's just been one thing after the other, and now my cat's having stress and pulling her fur out and stuff. I don't know. It's been one thing after the other. I'm hoping September and October calm down a little bit, except now it's car inspection time. Luckily, my son's didn't take too much, and mine is October. He just got his done. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I do hope to get back into making jewelry. Of course, I have collabs coming up on the 13th, 15th times 2, and 18th, which is my collab. And then I really want to get into making, probably after those, things with the last several months, bargain bead boxes. I am still participating in that one. It's the only subscription I have. And honestly, it's probably the only one I will keep, because I just have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of things I need to use that are in my own Dahlia Designs stash. So yeah, and I'm trying to do that in the collabs that I've been doing, but you may occasionally see things from Bargain Bead Box in there as well, so I can use them too. Alrighty, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week and a wonderful September, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Bye.